Hi, Shakibi, I'm going to provide you 1 second here to provide you a feedback. Here we go. Okay, teen suicide can be prevented. Okay. American, okay. Teen suicide. And taking the things, okay. Meditation for therapy session. All right. Only 10 to 19, okay. Who are the ones who are risk, at risk, yoga placement, okay. Yoga. Showing the healthy practices, aviation. Okay, what did we do? Talking therapy, okay. For them to know going to therapy is always a thing. Being therapists, most things, therapy, therapist friends, majority of and it okay. All right. So this is what I think is the starting point, as you know, Shakivia, that this is just a starting point. It's a 5-minute speech, so you got to develop this further. And then again, look at Monroe's motivated sequence that we've talked about in class. Look at the 5 steps that we talk about. This is the first step that I do see is, you're getting the attention of the audience by starting with a rhetorical question. Did you know that teen suicide can be prevented? And kind of also getting the audience into a mood of getting information about how it can be prevented and what are the things that we need to do. So that's what you're doing, and you are also kind of showing how important your speech is by kind of relying on American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, what they are saying. So that's a good thing that you've done that, providing a source there, so kind of adding to your credibility. Then you do talk about why is prevention necessary, and why do we think that that this can be prevented. So you do talk about that. You talk about, give us a bunch of you talk about I think what you do talk about different ways to prevent it. Okay, so that's what you've done, but I would probably instead of giving me different ways to prevent it, I'm not asking you to take it out. You will have it, but in a different section. I would ask you to actually do some research on why do we think that this can be prevented? How I know that you've told us how we can prevent it, but why do we think that this can be prevented? Why is intervention important? Okay, so that's maybe a little bit on that one. And then you've given us multiple ways of preventing. You've talked about therapy, you've talked about yoga, you've talked about cognitive behavioral practice, all of that. So I want you to, that's fine. I think you've talked about that. Then talk about, you will need to address visualization. What will happen if they follow your advice, and what are the good things that will happen in terms of visualization? What are the bad things that will happen if they do not follow your advice? Okay. And then what action would you like them to take for in regards to your speech? What do you want them to do? What do you want the audience to do after they hear your speech, or the last section, which is the action? What do you want the audience to act on after they hear your speech? So you got to work on all these points. Okay, thank you.